Earlier in the show we reported on Tzu Chi's 101st dental clinic in the Philippines, and as we just saw, the first free clinic was held on this day in 1995. In our next story we look back at that event and find out how 5 years later Tzu Chi opened a permanent clinic in Manila to reach out to even more people in need.
The Philippines is a poor country with many poor people. The master once said that poverty starts from sickness, so we thought, alright, let's start from treating the sickness then.
The poor often cannot afford proper medical treatment, and thus small sicknesses become serious illnesses which become a further drag on the family's income. With no insurance and no money, even though the government subsidizes doctors' visits and hospital stays, the poor still cannot afford the medicine that is essential for them to recover. Tzu Chi first worked with the Chinese General Hospital to subsidize medicine fees, but soon saw that they were not getting to the root of the problem.
Many of their problems start off small. For example, they cut their foot. It would take very little to treat the wound, yet with no money they have no choice but use traditional treatments which only aggravates the problem. In the end, the foot has to be amputated. In order to avoid such senseless tragedies, we came up with the idea of offering free clinics in the countryside.
With this idea in mind, the director of the Tzu Chi Philippines chapter at the time, Lin Xiaozheng, met with the then Deputy Director of the Chinese General Hospital, Dr. Liu Xiuquan.
He said, Tzu Chi is a Buddhist organization and I'm Catholic. How can we work together? It's just not possible. I then told him what our master believes, which is when helping others there is no difference in religion or race. True love has no creed. Dr. Liu listened to my words and agreed there was a logic to them.
On April 7th, 1995, in cooperation with the Chinese General Hospital, Tzu Chi's first free clinic was held in the city of Baguio. For 4 days, 22 doctors, with the help of 22 volunteers, carried out 173 surgeries.
In the beginning, we had trouble finding doctors and nurses willing to attend the event, but we were able to overcome this problem.
Although all the doctors and nurses were professional, the facilities they worked in were far from being so. For the clinic, classrooms and a library were transformed into operating rooms, where tables and chairs were used as operating tables. Everyone worked from early in the morning till late in the afternoon. For many in the nearby villages, this was the first time they had seen a doctor. For doctors, it was stunning to see that problems that were easily curable had been plaguing many villagers for years.
At the completion of that first clinic, I said to myself, this is something that needs to continue, because it really helps people, especially for surgery on tumors and such. If we were not there to do it, the poor would never have these problems taken care of.
With so many people in need, the free clinics continued to grow in scale and organization. The range of services offered also expanded, with general physicians, surgeons, internists, optometricists, all showing up to offer their time and knowledge. The free clinic team soon became akin to a mobile hospital that traveled the length and breadth of the Philippines.
Although the clinic is only for 1 day, there's a lot of follow-up work. For instance, we often do follow-ups on difficult or special cases. So that means that the work of 1 day clinic can keep us occupied for months later.
In 2001, in order to establish a more permanent place in the community, Tzu Chi's clinic headquarters was opened in Manila. As of today, 140 free clinics and 100 dental clinics have been held. In addition to helping patients get physically better, Tzu Chi volunteers also have another goal in mind.
We not only cure their body, but work with their spirit as well. When patients first come and see the scale of the clinic, see how much medicine is being distributed, they always think that we must be a very rich organization. However, when realized that this money has been collected by volunteers, little by little, they always feel deeply moved.
Those helping and those being helped share a bond of love at every clinic that Tzu Chi holds. Many patients are so moved that they volunteer their own time at a later date to help others and to ensure that the cycle of love keeps turning.